In this video, we'll show you how to add audio to your website. You can display audio as single files, or you can make a playlist to group together several audio items. Let's see how we would add audio to your website. I already have a blank page ready to go, and I will just add a 2-column section. Click on Add Content, and the content sidebar opens on the right. First, I'll show you how to add a single audio file. To do that, you click on Audio. A new sidebar opens with features to select an audio file. Click on the Add Media button. The media box opens, and from here, you have two options. You can either add an audio file from your computer, or you can select an audio file if you already uploaded it to your website. To do that, you would simply check the box of the audio file that you would want. Since this is the method to add a single audio file, notice that you can only select one file. You would then just click Insert Selected. But if you need to add an audio file to your website that's not here, for instance, you'll see that I don't have Story 1 in my list, I would click Add File. Then you just find the file on your computer that you want to use. You could either double click on it, or you could click it and then select Open at the bottom. By the way, Wildfire accepts either MP3 or WAV files. WAV files are quite large, and usually MP3s are good enough for your listeners, so it might be better to convert WAV files, if you have them, to MP3s first. Now you'll need to click on Start Upload, and the file will be uploaded to your site. When the green box appears, you're ready to continue. Here you can rename the file if you need, and you can choose an image to use as a thumbnail. Locate it on your computer, and double-click to enter. You can choose here whether or not you want to display download links. Click the Save button to continue. The audio now appears along with any other audio files which are currently on your website, and you can select it to insert. To continue, click Insert Selected. The audio now appears both in the Layout panel on your page and on the sidebar on the right. In the sidebar, you can choose whether or not to show the title. Click on the Save button on the sidebar, then scroll down to the bottom of the page and click the Save button here. Your audio file now shows on your page. If you wanted to add a second audio file under this, you would have to go to Edit Layout, Add Content Block, Audio, and select the second piece of media. So you'll see that I could keep adding the media here, and it'll just keep getting longer. I could get creative and put it in other columns. But again, we recommend that if you have more than 2 pieces of audio, you should put them in a playlist. So let's look at how we would do that. I have to click Edit Layout, and I'm going to add content to the left side here. This time, when the sidebar opens, instead of clicking Audio, I'm going to click on the Playlist option. A new sidebar opens with the options to configure a playlist. So we're going to click on Add Media button, and the media box opens. This looks similar to the last time, but it has two differences. One is that at the top left, you'll see there's an Audio and Video tab. Make sure you select the Audio tab. And the other is that now you can select multiple files as opposed to just one file. So I'll select these 5 stories, but if your files aren't here, as before, you can click Add Files to find them on your computer. Once your audio is selected, you would come down and click Insert Selected, and you will see the media in your page and on the sidebar as before. You'll see that my stories are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the play order that they are in. But if these were in the wrong order, I could simply click and hold and then drag and drop, and I could change the order of these files. But we want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that looks good. You'll see a drop-down with 3 choices for the display style: List, Grid, and Compact. So let's look at these one by one. First, we'll choose Compact. Auto Advance means that when the file is finished playing, the next file will start playing automatically. So you can select that or not select it here, and then click Save. Scroll to the bottom of the page and save it. And here your work shows. Let me show you the difference in the display styles. We chose Compact, so the player looks similar to the single file audio player. But you can click on the title and you will see all of the items in the playlist. And then you could choose which file you want to play.
Story 4, God's Covenant.
This compact layout is probably the best choice if you don't have any thumbnail images for your audio. Let's see how the other 2 layouts look. I'm going to have to click Edit Layout, and then I'll have to click on this pencil icon here and then Edit in order to edit the content. And I'm going to change it from Compact to List. You'll see how that changes over there. Let's save it, and we will see. In this list style, the files come in a list on the right with the thumbnails, and when you select a file to play, the thumbnail enlarges in the middle of the screen.
Story 5, The Son of Promise. 10 years after Abram and Sarai arrived.
Okay, let's look at the last option called Grid. Edit Layout, Edit Content, change to Grid. Save and save. In this layout, all the options appear at the bottom as thumbnails. If you don't have thumbnails for your audio, I wouldn't suggest this one. Again, I would suggest the compact one because these images will appear as the standard icon and it doesn't look as nice as your images would.
Story 1, The Creation. Story 3, The Flood.
Okay, let's look at the audio player controls. They're similar on the single and for the playlist. But you have the play button, you have a volume button, so people can raise or lower it. You have the progress bar that shows how far you're through the audio file. And then you have an option to download the MP3 file. And you have an option to change the speed. And the user can choose to turn on or off auto advance. Okay, we hope this helps you to get started putting audio on your web page. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.